In the high desert of New Mexico, the final hours of an old world were counting down. At a place ominously named Journey of the Dead Man, history waited in the cold, pre-dawn stillness. A secret, years in the making, the Manhattan Project, had reached its moment of truth. Driven by fear of a Nazi bomb, the greatest scientific minds had been assembled at Los Alamos. Their task was to turn theory into a terrible singular reality. Air creation, codenamed the Gadget, was a plutonium heart suspended in a steel tower. In bunkers miles away, final preparations were made. Safety switches were engaged. The project's director, J. Robert Oppenheimer, watched, knowing the weight of what was to come. The core of the device was the seed of a new kind of fire, born from splitting the atom itself. It was an intricate, geometric weapon, wired and ready for a command from afar. Every connection was checked and rechecked. There was no room for error.
We're tracking multiple bogeys, Commander.
In the control room, a tense vigil began. The countdown was underway.
Acknowledge. Deploy countermeasures immediately.
The clock ticked towards 0. Minutes, then seconds, remained. Scientists and soldiers watched through darkened glass, their faces etched with apprehension. Outside, the tower stood alone under a fading night sky. The world held its breath. And then, the final switch was thrown. For a fraction of a second, there was nothing but the silent desert. At 5:29 a.m., July 16, 1945, a light not of this world was born. A blinding sphere of pure energy erupted, vaporizing the tower instantly. The fireball, hotter than the sun's core, churned and surged upward with apocalyptic. It climbed, boiling into the stratosphere, forming the terrifying, iconic shape of a mushroom cloud. A visible shockwave, a wall of pure force, raced outward, flattening everything in its path. At its heart, the desert sand was fused into a new radioactive glass, Trinitite. The cloud towered over 7 miles high, a monument to a new and dreadful power. The blast wave reached the bunkers, shaking the earth, confirming the scale of their success. In the observers, awe mixed with a profound horror. They understood what they had unleashed. The mundane world was shattered. A clipboard fell. The physics of war had changed forever. As the cloud stabilized against the dawn sky, its colors a morbid blend of fire and sunrise. Oppenheimer watched. He would later recall words from Scripture. Now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds.
The world would not be the same. Few people laughed. Few people cried. Most people were silent. I remembered the line from the Hindu scripture, the Bhagavad Gita. Vishnu is trying to persuade the prince that he should do his duty, and to impress him takes on his multi-armed form and says, "Now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds." I suppose we all thought that one way or another.
The test, codenamed Trinity, was a success. The desert was scarred, the tower gone. All that remained were twisted, molten fragments of what once was. News of the dawn would soon break upon the world. The atomic age had begun. And less than a month later, this power would no longer be confined to the desert. Its shadow would fall upon the cities of Hiroshima and then Nagasaki. Today, the site is silent. A simple monument marks the spot where the modern world pivoted. A reminder of the dawn we created and the precarious day in which we have lived ever since.